welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Like I like to say, I want to say thank you to everyone for subscribing and joining my YouTube family and being here. I appreciate it so much. If you pushed this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and then that way you can continue to watch my videos. I hope you like them. If you do, please hit the like button down below as well. That really helps out my channel. And don't forget about that bell button. That lets you know every time I post that I have a new video up. So I have a little bit of a smaller haul today, but a few things that I have grabbed. Of course, I have some makeup because I always look at the makeup department every time I go to Dollar Tree. I feel like, unfortunately, my last few times it's been kind of not as great as it can be, but I did get a couple wish list items, both in makeup and toys. Yeah, both of them are toys. So I'm very excited, and let me go ahead and get started with this haul. So first of all, just some kind of boring things. I picked up both of these small sizes of Tide, and I did the Palmolive. I am going on a trip to Florida, and I'm staying at an Airbnb. They have a washer and dryer available, and so I'm going to go ahead and take just the small thing of Tide in case we need to do any laundry while we're there. I have never been to Florida, and I would love any and all advice if you have any at all about Florida. I am from Colorado. It is extremely dry here in Colorado, so I feel like I'm going from negative humidity to going to Florida at the beginning, end of July, beginning of August, when I have been told it's like 1,000% humidity. We're staying on the beach. We're going to be actually at Venice Beach, Florida. And so if you have any advice about staying in Florida, go ahead and please comment below. If you have any advice about makeup, if you have any advice about hair, if you have any advice about how to pack, because it is new to me. I don't usually go to very humid places. I usually actually go to Las Vegas, which is extremely dry like us. So any and all advice is welcome about a trip to Florida. But on that note, I got this to be able to pack in our suitcase. It has enough, it says, for 6 loads, which I feel like will be plenty if we need to do any laundry while we're there. And so that's why I grabbed that. And for $1, I just feel like that is such a good deal. And then I also grabbed this. The person who hosts the Airbnb we're staying at actually said that there'll be dish soap, but I figure why not grab one just in case. We did go to Las Vegas a few weeks ago, and actually this is on my now list of what I need to pack, because I always buy like the souvenir cups. I guess they're kind of like the souvenir cups, and I want to wash them out and refill them because you get your drinks discounted when you do that. But I never have dish soap for that, so I'm like always using like body wash and like in the shower trying to like wash out these cups. So this is now on my list of things to pack whenever I travel, and so I grabbed this. And so those are both for our upcoming trip, and I don't think I have anything else for our upcoming trip. But please, any advice about hair, makeup, papers, medicine, things to pack, any of that about being on the beach. This is my first time actually going on vacation to the beach as an adult, and that was my one wish list item, was to go to the beach. And so we're going to celebrate our wedding anniversary there, and any and all advice, please offer it all up, because yeah, I don't know what to pack. I'm already feeling a little anxious about it. Anywho, now, speaking of celebrating my wedding anniversary with my husband, we went to Las Vegas and we got married. Not everyone was involved when we went. We invited our friends and family, but not everyone was able to come, including our kids. And so I do have hope that one day, to have a little bit more traditional wedding, I want to do like a bridesmaid proposal, propose to my bridesmaids and my maid of honor, to be able to have a bridesmaid and a maid of honor and bridesmaids and stuff for the wedding. And so anytime I find cute stuff at Dollar Tree, I pick it up for that purpose. I want to make a little like box for my friends who would be in my wedding party. We initially thought we would do a wedding in 2022, kind of like as a renewal of vow type of thing. It might get pushed off a little bit further and do it another time, but I want to wear the traditional big princess wedding dress and all that. I actually had a like short knee height dress because it was hot in Las Vegas in August when we got married. And so that is a goal of mine. Anywho, with that whole story, I picked up these masks. I actually didn't grab the bride one now that I think about it, but I got this one. It says Maid of Honor in the light pink. And then these 3, because this is all they had, are the brighter pink that say bridesmaid. I'm not sure. I think it's 4 bridesmaids because I have my daughter Lorelai being a junior bridesmaid. I have to recount my number of how many I would need, but I grabbed all 3. I'm not sure if this is enough or not, so I'll have to recount and then keep an eye out to get like the right number of them. But to grab those for this potential upcoming wedding, I figure if it never happens, I'm sure I'll have a friend get married at some point and I can gift it, or I can donate it, or I can probably try to resell the stuff. So that's all I got for the possible wedding. And then for birthday parties, I got this for my son. I love these candles, and you can't always find all the numbers, so when I saw the ones, I grabbed them. I was a little sad because when he turned 10, I couldn't use them because I don't have a 0. And so now that he's in double digits that don't include a 0, I can use these awesome stick ones. He's having actually a Harry Potter party, but I figured the 1 and 1 equal 11, and he's turning 11, so that are his candles for his birthday party. Their kitchen section right now makes me really, really happy. I love the colors that they have there. Like, they have all these fun, bright colors, like a green, I think a red, and then this color. So this is, a little bit darker than my mint, but it's kind of that turquoise teal color that I love. And so I picked up these for my kitchen, and I just think that they seem like really good quality with the bamboo. It is taking me everything I have not to like purchase a bunch of these for gift baskets, because I love to make gift baskets, and I think that these would be adorable in one of their mixing bowls and these and a whole setup. But I have stopped myself for now, but I mean, we'll see. So I got these for me, actually, for my kitchen. And then I grabbed these tongs, and I like them because they have like they're not silicone, but like the harder edge, but they're not the same color. These are much more blue than those, but I think it'll work. I'll make it work. It goes in a drawer anyway where those will sit on the counter. So I grabbed some tongs. I feel like we go through these pretty quick. We use them when we grill. We use them on the stovetop. I use them with my air fryer. So I just thought that that was a good buy. And then along that note, they have also cleaning stuff. Oh, they have gray too as one of their colors. And I was really excited to find these, a little too excited that I should be for like, scrub brushes for dishes. But they have the round ones, and I like the round shape of their round ones, but I really don't like the like dark bright blue color of them. It doesn't match my kitchen at all. And so these made me really happy because these like match my kitchen. They're gray, or they're this kind of turquoisey color. And so both of these like perfectly match my kitchen. So I grabbed 4 so that I could just stick them under my sink, have some on hand, because I imagine that they're not going to like carry these colors forever since they're kind of their summer colors. I hope that they carry them forever, but if they don't, I have enough to, last me for quite a while with 4 of them. And then lastly, with this stuff, I grabbed a microfiber cloth. My husband always gives me a hard time, like not really, but he has a bunch in the garage, and I always grab them to dust with, and he's like, wait, those are my cleaning cloths. And I'm like, whatever. So now I have my own, and they're a fun color. And so I got 2 in a package, and so these I think should be good for just kind of dusting off the furniture and stuff, because they like pick up all the dust, I always feel like. So I grabbed those. Kind of in the same color scheme. I had already hauled one of these once before, but then I thought about how I think this would work really well in my daughter's room, because this is the color of her room. She needs some organization big time. And so I thought this would be good on her desk / vanity to hold hair ties, or maybe even her pens, because she has a ton of pens, or just something in there. So, and it's cute and sparkly, and she'll really like that. And then I got me a pink one, because when I hauled the first time, I was thinking all the uses, and I thought that maybe like makeup brushes would be really cute in this. And I'm doing my room in a blush pink with the rose gold. And so I picked up this pink one. They're marked as pen holders on the bottom, but I mean, you can like use them for so many different things. So I grabbed both of those. Toys. This one was one of my wish list items. I saw this on somebody else's haul, and I was really surprised to see it. I grabbed these boxes of Legos, or Lego-like toys. They're Make-It blocks. They are boxes of 100, and I just figured that these are just neat to have for the kids. I think these would be really good. They love playing with Legos, all 3 of the kids. And if we are going somewhere and they want to bring Legos with them, I usually don't let them at the fear of them losing their pieces. So these would be good ones to travel with, because I mean, if they lose them, it was $1 for the whole set, so it wouldn't seem as terrible, and it's not going to like break off one of their like sets. But they're just little loose Legos they could play with, or they could just use them, to play with and add to whatever they're adding to. For a while, I think he took it apart, which made me a little bit sad, but my oldest son was building his own farm, and he was very creative in building like his own animals just out of loose bricks, and using his brain to be creative with them. And so I kept trying to buy him, like, they had little farm sets at the Dollar Tree actually, and I picked all those up for him, but I think he took them all apart and used the pieces to build something else. So Anywho, these are good ones for imagination type stuff because it's not the set that they just have to build. It's like they can use their imagination and put stuff together. Eric likes to build ships. Like everything is a ship to him. And so if he has some of these, he'll probably use them to build some sort of ship, which is adorable. So I grabbed both of those, and I saw also in that person's haul they have roads, like the bases, the Lego bases, and they have roads on them. And so I have been hunting for those. I haven't found them yet, but that is one of my current wish list, looking for items in their toy section. And I guess this is also from their kind of toy section. It's from, usually it's the Fun Finds kind of section. So this is supposed to be a light up flamingo. I watched someone else's haul and she cracked me up because she called it a swan, and I completely 100% see where she got swan. I don't know if I typically see flamingos kind of laying like this unless it's like a floaty flamingo, I guess. But so I got this flamingo. Mine doesn't light up. It doesn't have the little piece to pull out, and it doesn't light up or anything. And then it also has this black mark on it, but it was literally the only one I could find, and it's the only one I've seen since it's been on my wish list of items. So I grabbed it even though it doesn't light up. Not that I tend to turn on my light up stuff a lot anyway. Back here, it's up there, the bottom of it is a light up pineapple that I had picked up, and I mean, I never actually turn on the lights, so that part doesn't bother me. So I grabbed my flamingo. I think it'll be really cute on the tier tray when I decorate for summer in flamingos and pineapples, which is coming because that comes after 4th of July. So I picked this up for that, and I thought that she was adorable. I grabbed this face mask for my daughter. It is kids and it is sparkly. I do wonder if it's really itchy because of the sparkle, so we're going to test that out. But I think she'd really like this. Again, I've mentioned in the past that we're from Colorado and our mask rules have lightened up quite a bit. There's not a lot of places we need masks, but there is that occasional spot that you do. And I'm not sure what the school year is going to bring, if they're going to have to wear masks to school or not. So it's just nice to have in case, and I liked the sparkles, and I think she'll really like that as well. Kind of back on flamingos, I grabbed some stickers. I thought these ones were just too cute to pass up. I guess this one doesn't actually have any flamingos, but it has pool party on it, or welcome to the pool. It's got some flippers for the pool, ice cream, the umbrella, fun in the sun, I think. No, swim like a fish, pool party, ride the waves. So, I don't know. I just thought that this was really cute. So, I picked that up. This one is my flamingo one. So, this one is a bunch of different flamingo stickers. And I don't have this one yet. And I keep picking up every time I see their stickers with flamingos. And this one was new and different. So, I grabbed it because I love flamingos and palm leaves and pineapples. There's no pineapples on this one, though. So, thought that was really cute. Speaking of flamingos, I have mentioned that my husband, in previous hauls, my husband is throwing me a surprise birthday party that I don't know about, but I'm helping him buy the decorations for it whenever I come across anything that will be good for those decorations. So I grabbed these paper lanterns. There's 2 in here, and according to the picture they have right here, there's one bigger one and one smaller one. And so I grabbed the 2 different pinks because I thought that that would go really well with the flamingo themed party. That is a surprise to me. I don't know what's happening. So I grabbed those for the surprise party that my husband is throwing for me. And then I would like to have him accent it in rose gold because that's one of my favorite colors. And I found these rose gold candles that I think are beautiful. So I grabbed these as well to go with this surprise party that I don't know that is happening that my husband is throwing for me. Now on to some health and beauty items. I grabbed this shampoo and conditioner. I looked it up, and I believe it's name brand. I don't think it's like Dollar Tree brand. It's made in Canada. It is the Daily Defense Hydrating Coconut. I love coconut. Like, I love the smell of coconut. I love the taste of coconut. I like all things coconut. And this smells very much like coconut. So I'm hopeful that this works well in my hair. I like the price point of $1 each. I think that that's a great deal. But it's only really a good deal if it works in your hair. So I hope so. I grabbed them both in hopes that they do. Again, they are the Hydrating Coconut. It's enriched with hibiscus oil, and it has no parabens, no sulfates. It says naturally inspired benefits. So I'm going to try both of those out and see if they work well with my hair. And then also while I was there, I don't think I've ever seen these body washes. I grabbed 2. They're the same, but I grabbed 2 of them. They're huge. They're 32 ounces. It is Spa House Mind and Body Nouveau Hydration Body Wash. Again, it is 32 ounces, and it says it has the extract complex with coconut, oat, and honey extracts. And it's huge. It's got a lot. And I looked this up. This also says it's made in Canada. I wonder if they are distributed or by the same people. Cruelty free. So I grabbed this, and I grabbed two in hopes that they are really good because you get so much in it. I believe I smelled it in the store. It smells fresh. It doesn't have a strong scent to it, which I appreciate. And so I grabbed those. Hopefully they're really good. I found this. I feel like this was a newer item. I hadn't seen this previously. I was actually surprised when I looked on the back. It's a Greenbrier product. So I guess I assume that Simply Spa is one of their new lines that they're coming out with, because I don't think I know Simply Spa. Comment down below if that's something that they've had for a while. Maybe I just don't recognize the color of the packaging, but maybe that's something that they've had. I'm not sure. I don't recall it. But this one is going to be a charcoal infused exfoliating body scrubber. And so I'm going to give this a try. Sorry, it's loud, but it's like a sponge. You just squeeze it, you can feel the sponge in there, and then it has the overlay, I think, of that exfoliating type material. Again, it is a Greenbrier product, so I'm going to give that a try. I think the packaging is beautiful. If you do like a spa gift basket, I think this would be really pretty in there with, you know, the right stuff. But anyway, I got that to try out. And then I grabbed, of course, some makeup, because whenever I find any, I'm getting really sad. I feel like the makeup departments are kind of, they're not having any of the new stuff that I keep seeing in other people's hauls for the most part. But I'm grabbing what I see as I see it. So it's not a lot of makeup that I have. I may have hauled this already. I think I have one upstairs, but I didn't remember in the store if I did or not. It is Pina Colada Hard Candy Fox in a Box Blush. No, this one's the highlighter. And so it's supposed to smell like Pina Colada. The scratch and sniff is very lightly scented. But so I grabbed that. I may have hauled that already. Sorry if I did. And then I found this. This is one that I've been looking for that I see other people haul. This is Wet n Wild. It's an eyeshadow palette, and it's got those really pretty like whites and pinks, a little bit of a purple in there, and those tend to be the colors that I really like. I like the like pink and purple and like those just kind of lighter shades. And so I'm excited to try this and see if it works. Actually, my normal, I don't have it, well, I use the purple out of it. My normal palette I use is a Wet n Wild palette that I get at like Walmart and stuff. And so it's just nice to find one for $1. So hopefully this one will also work really well. And I have been looking for this Maybelline that I've seen people hauling. It has like a beauty blender on the top, and then it's the stick makeup on the bottom. I've gotten the Revlon kind that's the stick kind of, it's the flesh. And I've used it. It's actually what I have on today. And I feel like it's really like thick makeup. So very, very full coverage. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, but I've been using it and I like the color, and I feel like it like holds really well. And again, if in Florida, is that the kind of makeup you want? Is like that like heavier makeup, or would you probably want a lighter makeup? Like, and high humidity, what do you want? I don't know. I just know dry weather. So if you have any advice on what type of makeup is good too, like if something like this, like the thicker stick makeup, or like I don't know, or like I have powder foundation, is that better? I don't know what I need in Florida. I'm very lost and confused. But, so I grabbed this. I think this color is way too dark for me. It's called Toffee, and when I look at it, I feel like it's too dark. So, I'm hopeful to find some lighter colors that are more in my color realm. But this is a multi-use foundation stick. So, I don't know if this one has SPF in it. It would be awesome if it does. I don't think so. It says Cream to Matte Formula, Precision Blender, Full Coverage. So, I wonder if this is a lot like the flesh one, that it's going to be really, really like kind of thick and full coveragey. So I'm going to give it a try. Why not? Because I found it and it's $1. I found this. I had been looking for this. I really want it. It's the cuticle oil and nail strengthener. My cuticles get really dry. Again, I live in Colorado. When I got my nails done, the lady even commented on my drier cuticles and suggested getting a cuticle oil. So I got this. I will try to remember to put it on my nails regularly, or on my cuticles, to just keep them hydrated. And I also saw someone haul, I think today actually, it's the gel nail remover. It's like a metal piece to help like scrape off your gel after you soak them. I have my nails done from Las Vegas, so they are definitely starting to grow out. I'm just, holding on to them as long as possible because why not? So eventually though, I'm going to have to take them off and get the stuff to, get the salon hard gel off your nails. Lastly, from my makeup section, I got this highlighting contour. No, this one's the contour stick. Great for contouring. It's LA Colors. I don't think I've seen this before. I think it's newer, I'm guessing. I got this in the bronzer color. I've never done a lot of contouring. I've never done a lot of bronzing and like highlighting and stuff, so I'm just playing around with makeup a lot and trying it out. I watch Bailey Sarian. She does Murder Makeup Mystery Mondays on YouTube. Her name again is Bailey Sarian. I love her. And she does her makeup while she tells a true crime story, and watching her do her makeup has really inspired me to kind of do a little bit more with my makeup, at least try and play with colors. When I have some time on my hands, I figure why not? So I got this to try out. And then lastly, I just have one food item. I was able to find one of the name brand cereals, which always makes me really excited. To be honest, I bought 2 of these. We've already opened one. It's pretty good. One of the kids had it for breakfast the other day. I'm not sure which one, but the little like cereal things taste like the coffee and the marshmallows taste like the caramel, and I don't like caramel all that much, but the cereal was good. It was pretty like the right amount of sweetness, and so I thought it was really good. And I was a little worried because I picked up 2 and you just never know, but I'm glad I did. So I got 2 of these. That is my haul for the day. Today, my haul, it's done today. Goodness. Yeah, talking's hard sometimes. Thank you so much for being here. Please like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any advice at all about Florida and going to a high humidity state, even if it's not Florida, just if you know humidity, feel free to pass along any of your knowledge. And I will see you next time. Thanks for being here. Thanks. There's a fly again. Bye.